Okay, so we're going to be going through talking about a press up today and the do's and don'ts of a press up, because people do press ups in many different ways and they tend to be trying to compensate to make the exercise easier. So what we want to try to do is explain to you how to do a press up properly, and then for you to try and work towards that technique. You may not get it right straight away, but it's about just trying to progress towards perfect technique. So there's a few things that I want you to think about. So how deep your press up is. So a lot of people will only bend their elbows a little bit and come back up again, just because they don't have the strength to get all the way down so that their hands are in line with their chest. So that's one thing that people tend to do. Another thing is that they will lift their hips so that they're not lowering their whole body down. Really the key to a press up is that you keep everything nice and flat. So from your chest, hips and thighs, everything's in one line. Okay, so there are a couple of the things that you find that quite often people will do to compensate as well. And the third thing is the opposite of the hips being too high up, is that they will dip in their hips so that they are only pushing up their upper body and then their lower body follows. So I want you to think about those three things when you're doing your press ups. We're going to show you a full press up now, and I'll just show you a few different ways you can do it wrong, just going through what we just said. Okay, so first of all, I'll show you how the press up should be done, and then I'll just show you some of the cheats that you might do because you don't quite have that strength. So here we go. So full press up, you want to try to have your hands outside your shoulders, and you're going to lower all the way down so that you're in control all the way to the bottom, and then push back up again. Okay? All the way down and back up again. So that's keeping your body in one straight line. So now I'll show you how you might do it if you're struggling with the technique. So you might have your hips up in the air and then your head comes down first. And then you're not actually going to be getting as much movement through your chest, so you don't get as low. The other way that you might find that you will dip down so that your hips end up on the floor and your knees might drop down because you don't quite have the strength to hold yourself in the position. And that could be down to strength around your stomach and your thighs, but also if in your arms you don't have the strength to lower your whole body down, you'll dip down and cheat. Okay, so the third way is that you just won't get as low as you should. So if you can't correct any of those technique pointers, then what you should do is make the exercise easier. So in the next video, I'll be showing you the regressions and progressions of a press up.